guys! So today I'm going to talk about fan culture. This topic has totally been discussed to death, but I've had a couple people mention lately that they wanted me to talk about it in a video, and I figure I had a little bit of a unique perspective on the idea of fan culture coming from like music fan culture. I mean, it's kind of the same idea. It's like the relationship between a celebrity and a fan. There should always be mutual respect. But first of all, I feel incredibly lucky that I haven't really had this whole phenomenon happen with my YouTube channel because in the larger scheme of things, I don't have a ton of subscribers. There's such a small number of you relatively that I'm able to like recognize names and recognize usernames and recognize faces, and I've made really good relationships with a lot of you, and I feel really, really great about that, and I feel really awesome that you guys are able to look to me as a role model or as a mentor or whatever. But I definitely have had a couple of those instances where people have called me their idol, which I am like, really? Like, me? Remember that I'm just like a real person with like only so many experiences in my life. And I can't always tell you what you want to hear. So please know that while I want to help you as much as I can and while I want to be there for as much of you, I can't always do that. I can't be that for everyone. I've definitely seen some YouTubers that, I'm not going to name names, that have gotten to be such a celebrity that they've lost what made them really awesome in the first place. Most of the time, YouTubers are pretty cool with their fans, and most of the time they are respectful because we're the ones that are making their career. And those are the people that I like to support, and those are the people that I like to keep watching and keep telling people about and keep just subscribing and watching their videos. But there are definitely those people that don't respect their viewers and don't respect their fans. We're all on the same website, essentially doing the same thing. If you're not going to respect your fans, if you're not going to respect the people that watch your videos, why should they respect you back? And while I hate calling people fans, it's really the only way to like refer to people. Audience, that's a better way of putting it. If you don't respect your audience isn't gonna give a fuck about you. At least that's for me. And it's the same way with music. Seriously, all the bands that I listen to these days, all the bands that I actually really get involved in and support wholeheartedly, like buy their records, go see them play, are the ones that I have heard really good things from fellow music fans about really good experiences meeting them, and when I've had really good experiences meeting them too. Like, there's a reason We Are Scientists is my favorite band, because they have the best rapport with their fans. Like, they respect us and they care about us, and they, like, my friends and I have like a personal connection with them. Like, that's really cool. And that's one of the main reasons why I love them so much, because they're not dicks to us and they don't treat us like these down below them people that don't matter. We're people. We're all real people. You just happen to make music that I like. So on the like big time YouTuber celebrity side of the coin, there still needs to be that respect for the people that watch their videos. And that's what makes YouTube so cool, is that we're able to have that personal connection, and that's what makes it different from television. And that's what it should be about, to be totally honest. It should be about making the most connections with the most people and the most quality connections with people. At least that's what I look at it as. Like, if I'm able to like just affect one person's life in a really positive way, I could give a shit if I have 1 million subscribers. Like, what? And I feel like that's what it should be more about these days. And I know that like YouTube is blown up and it's crazy, and like in the last 3 years, the fact that YouTube can be put on a resume, it's like, what? Like, if you put like YouTube content creator on a resume, they wouldn't look at you like, wait, you make videos about cats? But while some of the blame falls on like the big time YouTubers side, some of the blame also falls on the audience, on the viewers, the fans, because you can't look at people like they're these like godlike things on a pedestal when they're not like a real person, because then it's just gonna blow up their ego even more, and it just turns into a really bad like domino effect, and you're like, it's all gonna get worse. Like, I try to be as critical of a fan as I possibly can, whether that's as a music fan where I'm like, that album was terrible, this album's awesome. I'm not gonna say I like every album from every band that I like, because that's not true. And it's the same thing with like celebrities or YouTubers. If somebody that you like, if somebody that you support and somebody that you idolize does something really shitty, As a smart person, you shouldn't try and make excuses for them because you idolize them, i.e. Justin Bieber's fans or Nash Greer's fans. Those are the fans that terrify me. I'm not saying you need to completely throw somebody out of your life because they made a mistake, because they're human, but don't pretend like they didn't make a mistake. Like, as critical fans of content creators in any genre, you can't expect people to be perfect, because people aren't perfect. And then when they make mistakes, you can't pretend like they're perfect and like they didn't make that mistake. Like, if one of your friends said something really douchey or made a really shitty decision, you're not gonna go to everyone else around you and like tell them why you're not gonna talk to that person and why that person is a terrible, terrible person. But you're also not gonna go to all your friends and just try to make excuses for why, oh, they did it was okay, like, he didn't really mean it, was out of context. That's not a healthy thing to do. A healthy thing to do is to go up to that person and be like, yo, that was fucked up, you need to make it right, but I don't hate you. We are all people and we need to treat each other as people. And that is basically what I wanted to say about YouTube fan culture, because it's a crazy thing and I am not on the same level as most of the people that have talked about fan culture generally. But for today's song of the day is Fiction by Cumulus. I went and saw Cumulus last night, technically Friday, at KEXP's concert at the Mural up at the Seattle Center with Kithkin and Charles Bradley. Oh boy, but Cumulus, I love them. Alex is awesome. I bought their record. I've been listening to it a bunch since then. Apparently Alex watches my videos. Hi Alex. The world is small. If you like The Lonely Forest or Death Cab for Cutie, go check out Cumulus, because they're also on Trans Records as well, which is run by Chris Walla from Death Cab for Cutie, so there's that thing that he does, so you should go do that and see like all the artists on Trans Records, because it's really good. I hope that wasn't too rambly. This is the second time I recorded this video, because the first time I realized that I just talked for way too long about nothing. Moral of the story, if you're a big time YouTuber, respect your viewers, because they're the reason you're there. Fans, don't treat big time YouTubers like they're weird celebrities that aren't human beings, because they're human beings. Yeah. Mutual respect. Bye guys.